Previously on Roll Britannia. I think I have it. She opens it up and she says, Yennefer, show me the room. I'm getting you out of there now. Show her the cell. As you do that, a portal appears in the wall. You find yourself in Quat's cottage. And we'll jump back over to the guys who are dying.
Drop the smoke bomb.
It's just me and Balon in the fog cloud.
I would like to put my Shades of Horatio Kane onto the governor. As I put him on his eyes, I'm pressing the button, which means that the target is blinded in all respects.
I want to make an attack with my hand axe to cut his hand off.
And the
Good
staff goes
man,
clattering to the ground.
I'll grab it and run.
As you reach down and grab this staff, you are fired across the room. You crash into the wall, still clutching the staff, and you are knocked unconscious.
Okay.
You hear a very strange noise coming from the fog cloud. The sound of fans. And the fog begins to clear. A huge mechanical being looms overhead and turns to Keth.
Here it comes.
Swings his empty fist down, and you hit the wall on the far side of the room.
And that does it for Keth.
Jeff, as you stand up, something lands at your feet,
I'm going to reach down and pick it up.
and you catch sight of yourself. What you're seeing is not you, the blacksmith, the 55-year-old family man. You see a 15-year-old version of you fly back, and you are in the room once more.
Now you will die.
I want to burn the fuckers down.
An explosion of fire and energy erupts from your body, filling the room and sculpting itself around you and your compatriots.
I didn't mean to do it. I just wanted to protect you guys. I didn't mean to use magic.
All caught up? Good. Let's get back to the action. So when we left the action, Jeff was stood alone in the smoking ruins of this former grandiose room with small fires breaking out here, there, and about the place. There's a new, I suppose you could call it panoramic picture window in one of the exterior walls of the fort,
a glass
where you can see a
wall.
lovely view of the rest of the art. Yeah, a glass wall, although minus the glass, you might say. And on one side of the room are the shattered and burned remains of what used to be Balon Park Tree. On the other side of the room is the shattered and burned remains of what used to be the governor's desk. And behind that you can see the not quite so shattered but pretty burned remains of the governor as well. On another wall there is a half-orc ranger figure, crumpled and bleeding severely. That was Keth. And against another wall, there's 4 walls in this place. Well, there were. There's kind of the ruins
So
of one of them.
3.5, right?
Is a completely
It's fine 'cause I'm only
unconscious
short.
Derek, who is 3.5. There you go. Who is collapsed and rigid against the wall, clutching an unusual staff in his hand. And as the smoke... You dirty boys. Dirty.
Not sure I like that.
Oh dear.
Like I say, it's fine because I'm only short.
The worst bit is that it's my staff.
As the smoke begins to drift away, and Jeff, you're stood there, not thoroughly understanding the ins and outs of exactly what has just happened, because all you really felt was a huge surge of passion and energy and ejaculate and...
Oh, there it is. There it is.
Oh, God.
Oh,
that's enough
Set the
sperm
tone
jokes.
already.
That's enough ejaculate for one evening.
That's what she said.
come on, guys.
On who?
Really undercuts the drama of that last.
As you're stood there, not really knowing exactly what has happened, but seeing this swathe of destruction around you, you see out of the new glassless glass wall, as Derek would call it, a portal opens, and out step 4 figures. A large, tautly figure, 2 rather tall, well-armed looking elvish figures, and a tiny halflet. They look around. Yennefer, just whistles and go, okay.
Sup, guys?
All right, Malrus. Good to see you again, mate.
Jeff, what on earth happened here?
Um,
And the other two, where are they?
That's a good point. I really have not got much of it. My eye hurts, but other than that, I seem to be okay. The other two, I think, are around here. We should have a look for them. So I'm going to go over, find the two guys.
I can only clutch my staff for so long.
At this point, Yennefer and Z have come over to you, Jeff, just to take a look at your new war wound. And very impressed. They think it's very manly. And Quat has slowly,
Isn't it
slowly
nice that
plodded
he's
over
getting
to where
compliments while both of us are just fucking dead?
Quat has plodded over to where Keth's body is slowly bleeding out. And you see he's pouring a sort of steaming concoction into Keth's mouth. That smells slightly funky. We're not really sure. But the nice thing is, Keth, that you do regain half of your hit points. And you can come to. Although you do see everything in ultra colour now. It's all quite bright and vibrant and a little bit soft in the focus
Is it like
department.
those Laurel and Hardy remasters where it doesn't quite fit the shape as well?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, exactly like.
Everything's in world-class HD.
It's all in Technicolor.
Where's Bill? Where's Bill? I can't find Bill.
You hear a and he hisses out of the slightly singed rafters. And although he's slightly soot blackened, he lands and gives you a little in the ear.
Oh, thank God. What?
That's a lovely sight. Brings a tear to your eye.
A man should never lose his snake.
Important.
What's hap? Where's Jeff? Is that Jeff? Jeff?
Yes. Hi. What's up? How you feeling?
What happened?
We need to find Derek.
What's happened to your face?
Well,
your face, half of your face.
It's better than what happened to you. I'm not sure. There was something happened. I was a stone. I grabbed it and ow, and then flash, bang, fire. You guys are gone. Everyone's on fire that's bad. That's cool. Then I turn around, smoke, ow, again, still ow. Still got shiny thing, but it now portal. I'm glad you're all right, though.
Where's Balon? Why is Balon in pieces? Who did it?
Everyone's on fire. I don't know what happened. I think it might have been me. I don't know. I'm pretty sure that I grabbed the stone. It was glowing. I said, burn the fuckers, and then the fuckers burn. So
Very profound.
As this little dialogue is going on, Quat has plodded over to the other side of the room in a sort of slow, tautlish way and has slowly removed some of the rubble from Derek's rigid body, and he yells, well, I say yells, he sort of calls out and goes, "Hey, guys, I think your dwarvish friend is over here."
I'm going to run over to Keth. Run over to what?
Run over to Quat and Derek.
Yeah. Can we smush some berries into Derek's mouth, or is he proper unconscious?
You
I am,
can try, but as this happens, I'd like Jeff, Malrus, and Keth, please, to take your headphones off.
What? This early on?
This was not planned.
Derek, as you're laying there, your consciousness drifts out of this reality, and then you find yourself not laying there anymore. You're stood somewhere you know very well indeed, and you're actually not injured at all. You're not even wearing your latest adventuring fashions. You're actually wearing your finest clothing from the height of your past life. Just tell me what that looks like very briefly.
So, it's like the traditional, You know, like 70s London gangster with the big bomber jacket, fur coat, the thick gold chain, you know, like drain pipes, Doc Martens, that kind of thing.
Very nice.
You know. Derek's sporting his mohawk, and adorning his chin.
Very real beard.
Adorning his chin is a beautifully braided, ginger, fluffy beard down to his like mid-chest with like little beads in it. He's got his little sort of nose ring in. Ginger hair, ginger beard, looking. He's got Kanye West like slotted shades on as well.
Nice. I like it. Well, as you stand there, Derek, you begin to realise that you know this place, and the place that you recognise is actually the Neverwinter Grand Coach Terminus, with its high domed glass ceiling and benches all sat in rows, with a central ticket hub where passengers would buy their tickets from to board coaches that would cross the length and breadth of the Galilean Empire. But there seems to be no one there, and you realise that you can hear something.
Isn't it meant to be Russia at this point in time? What am I listening out for?
You can hear the sound of footsteps on the marble floor, echoing as they walk briskly in your direction. And then, as you look around, you look left, you look right, you look behind you, you look ahead of you, and you can't see anyone. And then all of a sudden, there is a man behind you. It is, in fact, a postman.
Hello.
Evening. Evening, Squire. Letter for you. And he hands you the letter, gives you a quick salute, clicks his
bloody
heels,
good service.
and walks away.
Do you know where I am? No. What does the letter look like that he's handed me?
It's sealed with a wax seal, with a seal you don't recognise.
Is it addressed to me?
It's addressed to Derek Normalbeard.
Interesting. Okay. What's the handwriting look like?
Very fancy indeed.
I'll open it. I'll open it without hesitation. Throwing a quick glance to like any corners of the room, you know. Always keeping an eye on his surroundings.
The letter reads,
Hello, Dwarf Master Normalbeard. Sorry I couldn't be there. Travelling is very much my thing. Well, I suppose now it could be very much your thing. Oh, where are my manners? Let me introduce myself. My name is Hermes, and travelling is what I'm all about. Good news for you, though, is that I've got a P.O. box set up for your sacrifice, so it can easily find me. Well, I can only assume you got a sacrifice for me, or else why would you have taken my staff? What a silly notion. Of course you have a sacrifice for me. A courier will be along shortly to collect the sacrifice for you. And the best part is, as soon as you do that, we can become best buds. And you know what they say about best buddies? They'll help each other. So I'll be able to help you. Doesn't that sound nice? And totally risk-free too.
The best kind of ship that never sinks is a friendship. Pleased to make your acquaintance. I just think this in my head. If I don't see anybody else around me, I'm just thinking, like trying to reach out to touch him.
You don't. You're just reading the letter.
So, just grab that box at your feet, pop a couple of things in for me. Let's say a skill, a weapon, and only a tiny little slice of your protection, maybe. See you soon. Hopefully your newest friend, Hermes. P.S. If you'd rather not be friends, that's fine. All you have to do is get a ticket out of here. Can't imagine there'll be any ramifications for upsetting the god of travel. P.P.S. We can be BFFs if you like. P.P.P.S. P.S. stands for postscript, in case you didn't know. Okay, bye.
Oh, for a god, you really are clingy. I guess you could cling on to all people at once, though, so that's quite impressive. So I want to, in the box.
There's an empty box at your feet.
I have to give him what? A skill? A slice of my protection?
You need a skill, a weapon, and a slice of your protection.
I will.
I mean, you can choose not to.
I will give him one of my daggers.
Okay.
Place one of my daggers in the box. A skill.
Mm-hmm.
How do I fill a box with a skill?
You tell me.
I will give away a Arcana skill, and I will just imagine that there is a big book in that box filled with absolute ignorance of magic.
As it happens, there is. As you think that's what appears in the box.
And I go, here is all the knowledge that I will never ever learn about magic, and I give away my Arcana skill. And then I take off for the slice of protection. I imagine that I'm currently wearing a fake beard.
You you're actually wearing. You have a real beard.
I have a real beard. I touch my beard and imagine that it's fake, and imagine that too is in the box, and remove my beard.
You do exactly that. And you are now Derek No Beard. And you take -1 to your overall AC. You will get a -7 to all Arcana checks going forward. And you no longer have your dagger. And just as you put the beard in the box, a courier is next to you, who also salutes you and said, "Come to collect the box, sir."
Express delivery, please. And careful, it's quite fragile.
Certainly,
my
sir.
ego is in there, so look after it. Don't give it any knocks. Am I right, mate? And I nudge him. Nudge, nudge, wink, wink.
Very funny joke, sir. Very funny indeed. And he takes the box from you.
Do I need to tip you or something? Or
tips are always welcome, sir.
I give him like 2 gold pieces.
Thank you very much. He turns smartly on the spot and walks away. And just as you see him disappearing off into the distance, you come to. You actually have 1 HP. You are now conscious and laying exactly where you were. And
lots of dust in my throat there.
You're all right, lad.
What happened? And I touch is anything singed on me?
well, actually, your entire fake beard has been singed off.
I stand up.
Derek, you're naked again.
Oh, yeah.
Has anybody got...
I look over. Is there any shattered glass that I can see my reflection in?
Well, there's plenty of shattered glass about the place.
I glance at my reflection in some shattered glass and just sort of... A single tear goes through the murk of his face.
Leaves a nice clean streak all the way down.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Yeah. What happened?
I have no idea. I fell through a hole.
As Keth is staggering to his feet.
Yeah, take these, buddy.
Looking
take
over
these.
at Derek.
I'm going to give him my 2 good berries.
Like a baby bird.
Do I have to chew them first?
3 hit points.
Derek, how you doing? How you feeling?
Have my good berries as well.
Oh,
chuck you
the generous individual hit point restoration. I love it.
He's still not quite there consciously, so he's like...
Malrus, just to remind you, you're a cleric, I believe.
I know.
Okay, sound.
And you have lots of spell slots.
Who? I've got 4 left, yes. So who else needs healing?
Probably everyone.
Derek weakly raises a hand that just falls back down.
I'm not doing that well. I'm still pretty battered.
This is a momentous occasion, guys. Derek is about to heal you.
Malrus is about to heal.
Sorry, Malrus is about to heal you.
It was about to be even more momentous.
Mark the date in the calendar.
That's how surprising it is the fact that it could quite have easily been as surprising that Derek was going to heal us rather than Malrus. It's just that shocking.
Yep.
Malrus watches Derek heal himself.
For 6 hit points.
6. Well done, everyone. You all regain 6 hit points.
Yeah.
Stand up a little bit and crack my back and
I'm back
Some
to
of those
full.
burns and cuts and bruises start to heal up a little bit. You don't really have any open wounds left, but you've got sort of sore patches and a bit of your bruises have started to yellow a little bit, like they've been there for a few days. And
I'm assuming my open wound is still pretty open.
Your wound is not so open anymore, but the damage is very much done.
Can I try something, DM? As Jeff, I feel like the inquisitive 17-year-old that I am would... Because I'm looking down at this shiny thing in my hand that I've sort of picked up. Shit went down. Can I Is it, what sort of size are we thinking? I think I'm looking at this like it's like a ping pong ball sort of size. Maybe a bit smaller.
You're looking about eyeball sized.
Can I put it in my eyeball socket? Can I try and shove it in?
Well, you are
hole?
missing an eye now, so I would say there's space for it, yeah.
Okay.
I'll go for you vision.
I want to.
Other superheroes are available.
Just slap it in, like.
Yeah.
Have you always been able to do that?
It wasn't always an eye.
Hey, don't call him Jeff
That
Big Balls
is-
for nothing.
No.
Hello, what?
Not anymore.
Just big ball.
So, out of curiosity, can this now? Can it be like a mood ring for me? Will it glow certain colours or something? If I'm angry, will it go
Yes,
red?
it absolutely will.
What colour
Yeah.
does it go if you're lonely?
yes.
If I'm lonely, it'll just start to go a little bit blue.
I require you to create me a mood chart for
Wait,
your
wait, whoa,
new,
whoa, whoa, whoa.
mood eyeball.
Can I see anything out of this eye? Does it act like an actual eye? I'm trying to work out if I'm still fucking colourblind, but now I only out of one eye. But my eye can change colour, and I think that's the really ironic bit, is that I'm colourblind out of my good eye, but my other eye changes colour, and I will never know what colour it is.
That is absolutely the situation. 100%.
Excellent. Okay. Excellent. Cannon. Sound.
Am I still holding the staff?
You are.
Ooh.
Is it humming with energy, or is it just a normal wooden staff?
It's ready to go off. No.
It's been gripping
Bad,
it with a very
Derek.
vice-like grip. White knuckling it.
No, you're holding the staff, and it's.
Careful,
You
Derek,
feel
you'll
a
pull the head
certain
off.
energy from it, but that's nothing more than that, really.
How are you doing that without a miracle?
You should have wrapped it before you grabbed it.
I should have. Do you know what I should have done? I should have picked it up with his severed hand. That would have been better. I realise now.
Hindsight is
All the time I was
20/20.
passed out,
Super dark.
I could not stop. I was just kicking myself for not thinking about it. Look, is this magical item? What the fuck is going on?
As you guys are discussing your
Casual
newfound
small talk in
being
ruins.
alive, a voice calls out to you from where the governor's body lay, and it's Z. Although only one of you will recognise her, the rest of you don't know who she is yet because you haven't asked. And Z
Who
calls
is that
out.
by any chance?
I'm assuming she's Z, because she seems quite
that's
friendly
Z.
with Yennefer.
Oh, well, they make a lovely couple.
Malrus, is that Z?
I wish them all the best.
That's the yes, it is.
Sound.
That is the
Is that another dark elf?
I'm so observant.
It is another dark elf,
Yes.
yes.
Oh, so
great.
are you on a double date with Quack? How's that going?
really slow.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Isn't anybody going to ask where I've been?
Sorry, I'm sure I was dead. I've just come
Yeah.
round.
Yeah, you think you've had it rough.
Hey,
I
Malrus.
fell
Sorry,
through a
Malrus, how
hole
was your
in
trip?
the
You look
floor.
even cleaner than when you left.
To be honest, we're all a bit annoyed that you sort of disappeared just before shit kicked
I'm
off.
sorry I wasn't there. I had a plan and I just fell through a hole.
Just a bit
Just run
selfish,
away.
really, isn't it, Malrus?
Yeah,
Honestly.
Fill us in, Malrus. Fill us in.
Well, I fell
clearly you
in-
had an action-packed time.
I did. It was amazing. So I fell through the floor, obviously, and then through a ceiling into a jail cell where Z was.
Is that
And
a
we're-
tan you've got, Malrus?
We're in the gated community.
It's
I
the
knew it.
gated community, the
Gated
prison.
community was a prison,
Yes,
wasn't it?
You
Yeah.
called it, Keth.
I wish I'd
Ah.
read the map, but never mind.
Oh, I love the fact that none of you guys spotted
No.
that. I was so pleased.
Have any of the followers found it yet?
Nope.
I don't think so. I really don't think so.
Excellent.
Well,
Well, we're not going to
So
tell you
if you're
anymore.
hearing this for the first time, take another look at the gated community area of the map that we put on social media recently, and just check out the shapes of some of the buildings. Just see if you see anything. You know, there might be a clue there. Oh.
You
Imagine a map with a clue.
Sneaky bastard.
Oh, be better at D&D, guys. Just better.
slightly better that
It was
nobody
literally
else has
the
spotted it as
first,
well.
the first visual aid we were given, pretty much, and it's like, hey, here's a clue. No, okay,
know.
sound.
I have to thank Paul's fantastic wife for drawing it Or drawing it better than I did, anyway. Because mine, frankly, looked like I dipped a spider in ink and just let it run across the page. Don't do that. Sorry,
For my next move, I'd like to try and find a spider and some ink.
So as you guys are having this discussion with each other about your newfound being aliveness, Z calls out to you from across the room where the governor's body, burnt and damaged and handless mostly that it is. She calls out and says, "Have any of you guys searched this man?"
Nah, but dibs if anything's on him.
Yeah, we sort of had an agreement. Excuse me. Anything is Jeff. Basically, is how it's working. Yeah.
For now.
If it was
Also,
in the mines.
We will reiterate. Both of us were basically just dead, and he was in a portal, so we didn't really have chance. Jeff,
Oh,
what
she
have you been
says,
up to?
I'm
she
still
says,
a bit
"Well, you can have what you
smouldery.
like on him, but I'm keeping the keys." And she wanders back over to Yennefer with this new bunch of keys
I'm gonna go
and
and check
shows
out
them
the
to her,
governor.
and they huddle for a little chat.
I'm sorry.
Talking of keys.
Who are you?
Who
Dark
do you
Elf?
think
Who are you?
are? No,
I'm going to go and check
Jeff,
the governor
no,
quickly,
I wouldn't
because
go
if she's
that
gone
far.
straight over and taken the keys, I want to get on that and take whatever's left on him.
You want to
I want to get on that and take it. Wait, no.
So, do you want to roll an investigation check then?
Yeah. Oh, natural one. Here we fucking go.
Natural one. You pull out his charred penis in your hand.
What the fuck? How can
And you
tell?
think it's a valuable chocolate truffle.
Oh, God.
I'm going to save it to give to someone that I really like later.
Are you?
God, that's going to be noted down.
Adding to my my character sheet here. Charred,
Penis truffle. I
Charred
think it should be
governor
labelled.
penis truffle.
Nice turn in that round, though.
Good.
I've
Right,
got
who else
pull the
wants to
key out that I
investigate?
found at the governor's mansion and give it to Malrus because he seemed quite interested in it.
Oh, yeah.
What do you want to do with it? Like,
I'd-
give it to them for the key ring?
I mean,
But
yeah.
we want them.
Can I have another look?
Like,
Do we though? Have
No,
we
you
got
can't
have a look.
everything?
You've had your look.
Keth, roll investigation.
Still coming to me, Ken.
Malrus, I know.
12
look, I know
altogether?
You were in prison with her, but we don't know this woman. I'm sorry.
I know, but I think she's trustworthy.
So with a
Seriously,
12,
can't argue.
with a 12, you find a small handful of very hot gold pieces. It's very hot potato. Yeah, about 12 of them.
Oh, my hand up towards Ken.
Give him the hot gold pieces. Press them into his hand, Keth.
I believe if it was anything that was in the mines. We're not in the mines.
Very true.
But these are quite
And you
these
also-
are nice and cool, so you can have these.
He's the reason why we're alive. Just remember that before.
Is he?
Treat
I
him.
think.
Why?
I don't know.
Well, he's the
Why
only.
is he the
he's the
reason?
only one left of us. So clearly, he finally did something instead of cowering in a corner.
Did you do something?
Or it was
Jeff?
just luck.
Why
Or
are
it was
you
just
the
luck.
only one left? Did you save us?
I
He
probably.
used his badge, didn't? Oh,
Oh.
Nice.
like are you being serious,
What?
Jeff?
I think.
How about Jeff?
You see the
I'll
eye?
pay you 12 hot gold coins and you'll tell us.
Yeah. Deal. I want
There
the
you go.
coins. Sound.
Tugging on
Jeff,
it, just really not.
How are you?
wanting to give him up.
How are you taking these very hot gold pieces? Now that Keth has actually said very hot gold.
I'm pulling my sleeve down over. I've got my marigold on. Yeah, I've got my marigold on, but I was going to pull my sleeve down over the marigold so as not to melt the rubber, in case they were that.
Ah,
hot.
good idea.
So
Very good.
Yeah.
So
I've got
slightly
a thick,
singed sleeves,
calloused
but all good.
half-orc paw, so I'm all right.
I was gonna make you roll some sort of save for a, but he did tell you they were very hot gold, so
Oh no!
thank you.
that was very foolish.
Next time.
Sound.
Next time,
Jeff, you've
Apart
got
from-
shrapnel in your face there.
What? Well, it's the So the eye, right? I got this when it all went down. So basically, yeah, it all kicked off. You guys were unconscious, not really helping me anymore, and then I found this stone on the floor, and I was like, okay, that's shiny. So I picked it up, and I sort of had this power surge come through me, and I could just sort of feel there was magic around us in the air as well, and so just sort of decided I would try and help us, so called out, let's get some fire and burn the people. So then the people got burned, and I've now got this stone. I think I might have magical abilities because, well, my folks were magic. And
space for new bifold doors as well.
Very funny, Jeff. Very funny. I clap him on the back a little bit.
Yeah, my folks are magical as well. Magical.
Oh, you just pulled the magic out of the air, did you? Classic. I'm sure you'll tell us when you want to tell us.
Come on, Derek. Let's scoop him up and let's go.
Derek would like to just quickly look through the rubble for any letters, intact letters.
Lettuce? Oh, letters.
Letters. Envelopes, not lettuce, yeah. Yeah, lovely.
There are no letters, but Keth did find something other than 12 very hot gold pieces. He found a small glass cube.
Ooh.
It glitters a little bit.
Tesseract.
Is it the Tesseract?
It's much smaller than the Tesseract.
Is it like...
think about half the size of a...
Is it a D6?
It's bigger than that. Think about half the size of a Rubik's Cube.
Half the size of a Rubik's Cube? A small glass cube?
Yeah. Yep.
What's it for? What's it do?
Well, do you want to investigate?
I will investigate.
This is a game. I mean, I'd roll some dice if I were you.
I'm going to. Yeah, I'm just intrigued.
You can do investigation, or you can do an Arcana check if you want.
I think the trouble is, because at the end of the last session, none of us know what the fuck, like, how to handle the reality that we're now in.
I know. Well, I'm going to roll an investigation, and I got a 16 altogether.
Okay, with a 16, you recognise that this kind of box as being something that you've seen wealthy people speaking into and reminding them to do things. A sort of audible note taker.
Right. So it's like a rich people's Palm Pilot.
A bit like that, yeah.
I quite like dictaphone, though.
You've got your very own PDF.
So Keth is there, looking at this, think, itchy beard, scratchy, trying to figure it out. Seen it before, then I'm just going to put it in my inside pocket. Not much more I can do with it, so I'll stash it away in there. Okay,
as you do that, I would like you to roll a sleight of hand save, please. Sleight of hand, save. Dexterity saving throw. Yeah, do
Dexterity
that. Dexterity
saving throw. So roll a d20 and add my dexterity modifier on top.
Yes, please.
So that would be a 19 altogether. 15 plus the 4 dexterity modifier. So 19 altogether.
I'll be honest, the number I've got written down is 21 because I suspected the dexterity of all of you is relatively high.
You tinker.
Did you add your proficiency bonus to the thing? Because you're a ranger, right? You know, little box says saving throws. You might have.
Yes, and that was the plus 4.
Scrambling at all hope.
19 was all together.
As you try and put this in your pocket, the slight the fact that it's a quite unusual glass object, you're not quite sure how to hold it, and as you try and slip it inside your inside pocket, you miss.
I want to dive and try and catch it. I want to dive and try and catch it.
Shatters. What? And as it shatters,
could have been important.
It could have been, or maybe it still is, because as it shatters, something appears in front of you all. It's the figure of the governor, life-size and semi-transparent.
Help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi. You're my only hope.
You're my only hope.
He
Very good.
appears to be a similar age to as you saw him before he was set on fire and had his hands cut off. But he looks weary, and his voice comes to you as though from a long way away. And it says, Did he have an accent, the governor? I can't remember.
I can't remember.
Yeah, we just did. He sounded like
he was.
Princess Leia.
He had a Geordie. I'm sure he had a Geordie accent, didn't he?
We didn't.
He had a Geordie
But
accent.
also a lisp.
Did not
Also
have a
lisp,
Geordie
I think, as well.
He had a lisp. Yeah, and yeah. That's what it was.
And a speech impediment, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Was he Mancunian?
Well, his voice sounds different because it's coming from this recording, and it's. If you're seeing this,
Before we fucked his voice box up.
yeah. If you're seeing this, then I must be dead. Hopefully you didn't do it, but at the very least, I hope it was quick. The goblins found a strange item in the opal mines, and they brought it to me. And I recognised it from my readings, and I knew I had to have it. I persuaded the goblins to sell it to me in exchange for a large plot of land on the island, and complete autonomy to do business without paying taxes. If they knew what they had, they would not have parted with it. But I knew, and I used the stuff, for that was what they brought me, to bring building materials and wealth from the sunken ships and lost places. Unfortunately, this magical activity got the attention of the Empire. And since I am dead, I have no fear in telling you that Balon is not all he seems to be. He is in fact a warforged sent from the Empire to deliver a message. The offer was simple. Assist the Empire by supplying a place for the Empire to house its construction workers. In exchange, the rest of the island would stay free and safe from Imperial rule. And I would be free to run this island to the best of my ability. And so it started. But the Empire started asking me for more. They asked me to supply additional people to the workforce. They also installed Balon in his sole role as the DJ on the radio station. All the other DJs were the first to go to the camp. It was the Empire's magic that disguised the prison as a luxury gated community. Some inquisitors came and enchanted the place, and installed those 2 gargoyles from only God knows where. After I refused to send many more people, the Empire threatened to invade and wipe out the island. I convinced them to stand down, but Balon insisted I move to the fort. I assumed to keep an eye on me. You might ask why I didn't simply use the staff to transport any invaders to a volcano or the bottom of the sea. But the Empire is vast, and the staff gives a lot of power, but it also takes. Every time I used it, I felt a part of me slipping away. The Empire kept forcing me to transport person after person after person to the prison to become a part of this workforce. The gods alone knew what the Empress is building. Everything I've done is to keep this island safe. And the people have entrusted me to protect them. Now I'm gone. I don't know what will happen, but I pray you save them. And the image disappears.
No strawberry spouting your yellow bellies. It be I, Captain James, the cutthroat dungeon master.
Yeah, I love the pirate stuff. Yeah. This is a swift breather for some all-important shout-outs and some thank yous, as well as letting you know what we've all been a-plotting and a-scheming here at Roll Britannia, you scurvy lot. Firstly, all of us here want to say a gargantuan thank you for choosing to listen to Roll Britannia. There's more D&D podcasts available every week, so the fact that you're choosing to stick with us on our nautical escapades means absolutely everything. We have a few personal messages for a couple of our fantastic listeners out there. Firstly, to Nari R, who spoke to us on our brand new shiny Discord server. We also find ourselves counting sleeps until the next episode every Wednesday. Well, the guys do. I mean, I make them, but you know. You might just have to go back to the start and make sure there's nothing you've missed. Hint. We'd also like to mention Ob to the R. We're really glad that you feel like you're a part of the game with us. We're learning as we go and picking it up as we go along. Sometimes we manage to start it out, but then sometimes we manage to do a Jeff. We're glad to have you on board anyway. Now, as always, you can reach out to us and chat via Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. The links are in our bio. And of course, our amazing new Discord server. We read every message and really appreciate it when you get in touch. You can ask us questions, give us some tips and pointers, and if you're really, really lucky, we might even make you into an NPC. Well, not you, obviously, your name, but You get where I'm going. We absolutely love making this podcast, and we're so glad that there are so many of you out there that love it too. So why not tell your friends? Give us a fantastic review, eh? So wherever you get your podcast from, whether it's Spotify, Apple, Google, anywhere else, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, or Jeff will definitely, he'll absolutely, well, ask one of the crew to make you do it probably. Now then, there's something illumined over the horizon, something horrible and gruesome and something evil. No, it's not Keth in hot pants again. It looks like a terribly gruesome Roll Britannia Halloween special. You lucky lot are in for the fright of your lives, as you're going to be treated, or tortured, to a double episode week. That's right, a double episode week. 2 episodes in 1 week. What more can we give you? However, you might not make it out alive. Well, I mean, it's a podcast, but, you get the idea. Well, that's enough from me for now. It's time to draw your swords, scream your most blood-curdling battle cry, and charge headlong back into the action.
Derek, put that bloody staff down, mate.
Yes.
I can't. No. It's coming with us. I can't tell you why.
Oh,
Do I get the sense that somebody's watching me?
You do, yeah.
When I was...
Derek.
I can't tell you why.
Come on.
Please. Just trust me. I don't ask for much.
After what you did to that...
I know.
I'm not happy about this at all.
Look,
How's it going to stay safe? It's a link to the Empire.
You, of all people, Derek, shouldn't want something that the Empire are looking for on your possession, surely. Like, this is like have a red flag to a bull. What?
Well, where can we put it that it'll be safe? Because
we've got to give it to Timbers, haven't we?
We'll take it to Timbers. I appreciate we've got to take it that far, but we should probably put it in something and not be holding it, because if the use or the controlling element is like holding it, then Derek, we really think you should just pop it on the floor and we put, like, wrap it in something, maybe.
While you're discussing this, some figures have appeared in the new open hole in the side of the fort.
Where was the heads up?
And you recognise these figures.
Too busy necking.
Oh.
You recognise these figures
watching
as...
awkwardly from the corner, then, rather than being on guard.
Are all 4 of you now gooseberries? And quats?
Yeah, basically, yeah.
And you recognise these figures that have appeared in the fort's opening as the angels.
Oh.
Many of them.
Jennifer!
In their battle form. And as Yennefer draws her sword, her katana, and, well, Z starts to conjure some magic.
I have magic.
Can I...
Derek, you feel something.
Deep within your
You
loins.
feel
Oh, sorry.
your staff arm
Nancy's there!
raise up and direct itself at the angels, and you feel a pulse of magic run through your arm. And
this is just rife for parody.
very much as you do that, another portal opens.
Ooh.
This one much bigger in size, or perhaps small but many.
I think to myself,
Assemble.
here is your offering. This should keep us sweet for a while.
And portals open underneath literally every single one of the angels on this island simultaneously. And they are being sent to probably the most dangerous place that Derek can think of.
It is a realm where the sun never sets. It is breaking rocks underneath one of those hot twin suns because they fought the law and the law won. Yeah, so it's all like, you know, they're like, the angels are now all in like striped uniforms, and they're like
Just a
they are
huge chain gang.
charismatically telling them, keep breaking rocks.
Brilliant. Oh brother, where art thou? Fantastic.
Yeah.
Okay, that's where they get sent to, or that's where you send them to. No one else knows this.
That's what I think of. Yeah.
And Yennefer and Z and Quat all turn to you, and Yennefer and Z say, "What the hell was that?"
I'm
and
turning
Quat
to him as
goes,
well.
"Well, that was unexpected."
What would you rather that? What we surrendered?
Well, no, obviously.
You just used the staff, didn't you? Having just been told not to use the staff, you just used the staff. I appreciate that you've saved us, Derek. I don't know what's going
Look,
on.
everybody else could use magic, but all of a sudden Derek's using a little bit of magic. We have to curtail that. Go stand
Yennefer
in
and
the corner,
Z.
you bunky eye.
Look, Derek, just have a good berry and calm down.
I don't want to calm down. I want to go home.
Oh,
Okay, have
And
two
I'm not
good
talking
berries.
back to the Taldath.
what? You're coming back?
And there's lots of back and forth about this, about you using magic and how unfair it is that literally the rest of your party get to use magic and you never do. Mostly because of your class choice, but still. And this conversation and the sound from outside the
That
fort
could sound
continues.
racist if we were there going, well, you're that kind of class, therefore you can't use magic.
Oh, you're a rogue.
I didn't choose to be this class. Yeah, you did. Oh, God.
Yeah, you actually did.
You actually did. And the sound from outside the fort is mostly of this slightly petty argument going on. And
Classic.
I only just found out I could use magic. It's not like it's a new thing. God.
I don't really even know what I'm
Guys,
doing. I'm going to
guys.
be
No,
honest
neither
with you,
do I.
but-
It's
Stop
This is
arguing.
completely new for me as well. Jesus Christ.
And as the
Scary,
camera pulls
right?
out, Z and Yennefer are leant over the remains of the governor's table, and Quat has wandered over to the group of you arguing and is attempting to very slowly curtail and quiet you down. And the camera pulls out, and time moves on a little, and we rejoin you all as you are all having a drink at Nancy's.
Oh.
Derek's drinking a nice sort of ice-cold lager. Job done. Completed.
Not cranberry lager.
No. That's for before. I'm off the clock now.
Derek's drinking, the job must be finished.
Puffing on a cigar.
Is that how we know now?
That's what we know. He never drinks on
That's
a job.
the sign it's
Nancy,
finished, yeah.
another flagon of beer, please. Keep them coming. I can see the bottom of mine.
Could I have a cranberry juice, please? Nancy?
Amazing. Of course you can, my lovely.
Thank you. I also
Can
need
I-
to settle
can
my
we,
tab, I feel, at some point. Unless the gold initially was enough, hopefully.
Nancy,
Oh yes, my lovely.
do you wanna buy some wine?
I could. What sort of wine do you have?
Just open my bag and just pop it on the counter and just start pulling out the bottles of wine that we found in the governor's basement.
Oh my, that's some very fancy wine. I don't know if my clientele are that cultured, to be honest.
Wine's wine, though, isn't it, Nancy?
Yeah. It'll get you pissed.
Well, you're not wrong there, my lovely.
Not the wine that I have. I've got the good stuff.
How
Okay.
much gold do you think I can get for these, Nancy?
However much I said it was, is the answer that she gives.
300.
I think that was 340.
Okay.
I would like to do the same.
Can I interest any of you in our new beer? We just got it in from another dimension. It's called the Ingvold God Great Beer.
Yes.
Ooh.
Are you doing
I don't care as long as
targeted
it's beer.
advertisement now, James?
Is it hoppy?
The beer of the gods.
Just make sure the logo's facing us.
Well, actually, it says it's from the vineyard of Dionysus. I don't know where that is, I'm sure.
Oh. So what is it, like malty, like, or hoppy, or, you know, what kind of beer are we talking?
I'll pour you a small bit of a pint and you can have a taste. And if you like it, you can have some.
Yeah.
And she pours you a little taster. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, a little third one. Whatever.
Oh, that is lovely. Oh, take a little sip and then I start like passing it around.
Ooh, it's crisp.
Nice.
Crisp and citrusy. It's delightful.
Oh, yeah, very nice. Takes the edge off the heat, doesn't it?
Oh, that it does. And you have a few drinks, and as you're drinking, you see Yennefer and Quats come wandering into Nancy's bar. And Yennefer... Quat says to you, says,
It's Quat.
I'm so glad we got to see you. I thought you might be heading off sometime soon, but apparently you're still here. That's fantastic.
Well, we would have been sooner, but you started talking.
Not that any of you have actually, decided how you're going to get off this island yet. Just an observation.
Did the boat, when we were dropped off, did the boat sail off? Did the Teldath sail off?
It did, but I don't know if any of you remember what your instructions were.
There's Stone of Far Speech that Captain Timbers has got in the cupboard.
Timbers are cool.
Oh,
in the office.
Nancy, while we're here, I give her a bottle of wine for free, and I go, thank you for all of your help.
That is so kind. Thank you so much.
This one's not for them. I pull out the one that looks nicest to go, this one's not for them, it's for you. Just, for after. Give her a bottle of wine and after a shift, mate. And I go, oh, can we have that while I'm here? We left a Stone of Far Speech with you, just like almost like it's just popped into my head and not the only reason I'm talking to her. You go,
There's only one reason you're talking to Nancy, Terrick. We know what it is. Bad day.
Of course you can, my lovely. And she reaches into her bosom and fetches it out for you.
Have you seen my staff?
Oh, God, I hate the staff lines.
And Yennefer is looking at you in a sort of expression of slightly, slight disbelief, but also incredulity at the fact that she sort of half expects it of you. And are you buzzing for the Teldath now with your Stone of Far Speech, or are you just going to live out the rest of your days on this island?
Give Jeff his back.
Thank you.
Come in,
I haven't got
Captain
one.
Timbers,
Too big for
Starflower.
his paw.
Hello there, boyo. You found the item.
We found an item. And me and Nancy are an item now, so that's two, I guess.
Oh, you got a Nancy. Very nice.
Oh, you know her, do you? Yeah.
I've met many a Nancy in my day.
Very dull.
Sloppy seconds.
I hope Derek's crept just out of Nancy's earshot.
Am I to understand you fellas are needing collecting?
Yes, please. It was just one item that you were looking for, right? Like, there wasn't any...
Certainly was, my friend.
Right, well, we better get out of here as quick as possible. Didn't go that smoothly, but we'll talk when we see you. Just, hang up.
Very well. I'll send a boat to you now.
Did you tell him that the item's in Jeff's face?
The, Wicked. I did not. I hung up. I don't know which item, though.
And
I call him back. And I go, oh, yeah, there's something buried in Jeff's face. Anyway, love you. Bye. See you soon.
Classic. And Quat and Yennefer have come to sort of discuss with you the results of what has happened. And Yennefer, she says to you, well, I don't know what you did, but thank you all for sort of saving us, I guess. I mean, I saved you at least twice, possibly 3 times.
Yeah, but we saved that island.
I suppose we can call that quits. But Z and I have had a good hunt around the fort, and we've had a look at a lot of documentation the governor left, and there was a bit of concern. We were worried the Empire might take this badly, but Quat's got an idea.
Of course he has. Little legend.
Could
Is
he
it
write
a
it
long
down?
idea?
Large legend.
Yes.
Can you explain it, Yennefer?
We'll see you in a couple of hours when he's told you.
Could you pray see it for us?
Nancy, I'll have another beer, please, while this is being explained.
Of course, my lovely. Here's
Nancy,
another one.
Are you doing food? We've got some time.
And Quat says, he says, well, the thing is that while the island's here, the Empire are going to want to use it again. There's no stopping them. We merely delayed their access by removing their seat of power here. But not many people know this, but when I came to this island, it wasn't an island.
What?
The land on which you stand is, well, a bit more than that. You see,
It's a big turn.
this is actually my great-great-grandfather.
What?
I thought that maybe, since the Empire are looking for this island, we could just move it.
I turn to Nancy and I go, I'll have what he's having.
I'm sorry. Have we been inside your great-great-grandfather?
Inside? On the shelf?
What were the mines?
Oh, the mines! Oh!
Oh, God. Oh, no.
Oh, the mines!
It's a bit of a shell.
Went
Anyway.
all up in his tunnels.
Yennefer says, she says, so we think we're gonna, well, move the island. That way, if we keep moving, Empire won't find us. So happy times. Other good news for you guys is, since you were so instrumental in the unseating of domestic power on this small plot of apparently Tortle, we thought it was only fair you got a bit of a share in a thank you. And from inside her cloak, she pulls out a rather sizable bag, which clinks. And she says, well, this was in the governor's private stores. You remember those keys that Z found? Well, we had a hunt round a few more places in the fort, and then had a bit of a dig round in his mansion, and it looks like it's been turned over once or twice. There's a hell of a mess in the cellar. But we did find a rather large amount of small change.
Yeah, weird. So it was like that when we went there as well.
Oh, elbow Jeff.
But we could never be sure in there. So Derek reaches out gingerly for the bag and goes, let me just check this for traps, guys. Takes the bag.
Roll investigation, I suppose.
This'll go fine. Like all the other trap checks.
What happened with that other key that we had?
No, I've got it.
21. Are there any
Yep,
traps
no
on the
traps that
bag?
you can find
Excellent. Well, that's all sweet. Then Derek puts
in
the
this
bag in his
Hessian
pocket.
bag.
It's a Hessian
That's your
bag.
first successful trap check.
Yeah.
Congratulations. You
he was
are
sort of
magical.
He was just sort of using it as an excuse to steal the money.
Okay, well,
it in his
since you were
pocket.
being stealthy, you're gonna sleight of hand it, maybe? I don't know. Okay. See how much you can get away
I'll
with.
sleight of hand it into my pocket.
This is good for us and our payment.
My sleight of hand is 16.
Yeah, okay. I mean, you managed to get about 300 gold out of the bag without anyone noticing.
Nice.
I rolled a 13 plus 4 for... Wait, are we doing insight?
I think against sleight of hand, you probably have perception
Perception is...
to spot him doing it.
Perception would be 15 all in then.
Yeah, so you don't spot him.
I after I've taken my 300 gold sneakily, I just go, does one of you lads want to look after this? Just, somebody fair. Make sure we get all
I would
paid
like to count
evenly.
it, yeah. How much have we got?
There you go.
You don't know how much is in
That's
it.
why I want to count it.
Just
I
hand
want
it
to
to
roll
him.
that. I want to roll that
Just hand
check
it to him.
before that sleight of hand stuff I was about to do.
I'm not okay.
It doesn't matter anyway. It doesn't matter. I didn't see a thing.
Just hand them the bag with the rest of the gold.
I'd like to count it. Can I connect myself to a table and just pour the bag out and start? Just.
I mean, if you want.
But obviously, I'm doing that in the background. You can just tell us how much there is. That's what my character would do.
But you divide that up equally.
Inside the bag,
Jeff.
you will find 7,700 gold.
Guys, I've counted it. There's 7,700 gold in this. There's 7,500 gold in this bag. Shit, that fucked that up.
Oh, really?
Okay.
Oh.
It just seems like a strange number. It seems like there would have been 8,000. It seems like there's like 300 missing or something.
Don't-
But still, thank you.
Don't we
Odd
have
number.
to
Weird.
give it to Timbers?
Maybe
if I remember
he
right.
spent some of
Pretty
it.
sure
Not the money.
we don't need
Malrus.
to give him any money.
Malrus,
Okay.
what do you know magic-wise? If we're taking this on the ship, now that the adrenaline's gone and I've sort of calmed down and I've got used to the idea, what stops magic? Is there any like sort of barrier we can put around this weapon? Like put it in like wood or something.
marigold.
Those crazy magical. Stretch a marigold over it.
Stretch his marigold over.
Well,
it.
can I just hold it?
Just put his
Can I
marigold
just hold
over
it
the
with the
end.
marigold.
The overwhelming power of
Can I
marigolds.
just hold it with the marigold rather than stretching?
Jeff, you still have an unexplained explosion on your conscience. I feel like it's kind of a bad idea to give you a magical, powerful staff that sends people to other realms.
It's a fair point. I don't really know what's going on with myself at the moment.
Jeff, I'll have a third of that cash.
Does Nancy have anything like a chest or something we can put
A quarter.
like a wooden box?
Does the governor? Is there any of that in the wreckage or the rubble that? While we're waiting for Captain Timbers to come pick us up, can we just like find a chest that we can put the staff in?
Well, you're in Nancy's bar, so
Yeah. But how long is it going to take for the
Can we put it in like a keg,
ship to come pick us up?
like a cask?
Just put it in a keg. Pickle it, and then we can take some beer with it. Oh, that'd be great.
Nancy's very busy at the bar, and Yennefer's there ordering some drinks, and she turns round to you all and shouts, "Before you go, let me get you a drink. Is it cranberry juice, Derek?"
I will have a double of your strongest alcohol, strongest, cheapest drink, which is a genuine thing that I usually say in nightclubs.
Your strongest, cheapest drink.
Yeah.
Amazing. I would like the highest percentage alcohol for the lowest financial output, please.
Exactly. Yeah, it's been quite a while. Can't
That's hand
afford to
sanitizer,
get messed
please.
about.
Dettol, Silverbow,
and
Carex.
and then I take the really strong drink in a slightly shaking hand, steady myself, knock it back, and turn to the rest of the lads and go like, right, are we getting out of
I
here?
would like to give everyone their 1,925
I want
gold
my
pieces.
drink first.
Yeah, you all get a drink. Can you all roll a perception check, please?
1925.
Oh, plus the 300 that I
Imagine if it had been a really nice round number.
I know, it would have been really easy to
12.
divide it rather than have to get a calculator up, because you know I'm not good with numbers or words that are not written down in front of me.
Did you want a perception check, James?
Yes, please.
16.
8. 16. 8, no. You're into your drink.
Perception.
He's got a lot going on in his head.
I've got 12 in total.
I got 12 as well.
Yeah, you're pretty into your drink. You're investigating some nuts behind the bar, as is Malrus. Keth, though, as you're casually sipping on your Ingvold's God Brew, you casually are looking out across the waves and you see a boat starting to approach at speed, leaving a bit of a wake behind it. And as it's drawing closer, you see a figure on that boat, and drawing closer and closer, and the figure's a little unusual in that and you take a look at your beer and you think, oh, this is doing some fun things, because as far as you can see, this figure appears to have blue hair, and they look a bit blue themselves. They're a bit bluey green, and as they're drawing closer, you see they're actually wearing some quite dark robes. and their hair appears to sort of be floating around them as though they were underwater. And the boat doesn't really appear to be slowing down as it approaches the beach, and it, well, effectively crashes into the beach and just sort of rides up the sand and comes to a sort of energy...
Digs a trench next to where we landed the other day.
Yep, leaves next to the one you left, yep. Looks like a car's driven into the water now. And comes to a sort of energy equilibrium stop, and the figure steps off the boat elegantly and strides efficiently towards the bar.
Ooh, chaps, look at this. Turn around, look. Get your heads out your beers, look at this.
What who's that?
A huge smurf has appeared.
I turn to another patron and go, don't mind him. He's working on it.
No, look. Look behind you.
Turn till I have a look. Who do we see approach?
Who are you?
Oh, finally! There are you guys. What the hell are you doing hanging around in a bar?
What?
Oh, what?
Our heroes survived the fights at the fort and banished the angels with barely a thought. While Yennefer and Z looked to find the answer, Quat revealed they were living on his ancestor. But no matter, our boys are back at Nancy's and they all got a pint of whatever they fancied. Before our new arrival landed in the bay and told our boys it was time to make way. But will the clean-shaven Derek become any happier? Find out next time on Roll Britannia.